Yo, what up, Dax? What up, Dax? This is Dax. Don't know why, but I'm at Liberty High School. Just like at the church where we went to seminary in the morning. Every morning, freshman year. And then we'd walk from there all the way to the school. Yeah, man. I guess like I haven't ever really thought about this stuff, you know? I've gone to Silverado a good amount of times, you know, since I've been back from Boston. And I don't know, man. I guess like I've been thinking about just like the memories here and stuff and who I was, and also just life in general, and listening to some music I used to listen to back then. And man, like, I don't know. Yeah, and I just went back on my Snapchat memories to back then, and I guess like, I don't know. I guess like it's hard not to hate myself back then, you know, or even just who I was before, you know. Right now, as I'm speaking, right now as I'm speaking to this camera, to my phone, it's hard not to hate any version of myself that is not talking right now, the previous version of myself. And that's something I really want to try to eventually, you know, just overcome. Kind of just want to forgive myself, you know, and just give myself some patience. Even though that's hard to, because like every time I look at who I was in high school and in my past, even just my past at all, I hate who that person is. Like I hate him so much just because of who he is, you know, like in the way he's acted and for who he, like for his motives back then, and like for just who he was as a person. Like begging for people's attention, like just walking around looking for somebody to talk to at school and clinging to the people that he wants to talk to, and like, I don't know, that kind of stuff. But I need to like move on, right? Like at Connor's house this week, while I was at my buddy's house, I saw a picture on his wall, and it said on it, you know, don't spend too much time, or don't cry too many tears for yesterday, or you'll end up drowning tomorrow. I think that's what it said. And that's the truth. Like, I spend too much time. Like, I don't really think I peaked in high school. I don't think, you know, but it's just that for some reason I keep coming back, you know. Silverado and Liberty, and just thinking about things. And I think it's probably just because I really wish things were different, you know. I wish things ended up different. High school sucked for me, most of it. It really sucked. And I feel like for a lot of people it sucks. But for me, for sure, totally. Like, for half of it, all I wanted was a girlfriend, bro. Or just, like, somebody. But I was some fat kid who, like, just, like, was really not very attractive. And, who also just put on a facade as if he was somebody he wasn't. And so everyone thought he was someone that he wasn't, you know. And I guess that's something is, like, a part of me does wish I could go back in time, or just, I don't know, throughout high school, I just, like, I watched movies on Netflix and stuff, like, and imagined I was in the movies, you know. But sadly, life isn't like the movies, you know. Part of me, like, in high school, always wanted to be, like, you know, have all these, you know, friends, and everything is perfect in high school, and I have a girlfriend, and everything's good. Sucked. It sucked. I spent a lot of time alone. And of the time I didn't spend alone, I spent with friends. A lot of friends that I didn't want to be around. I spent half of my high school trying to hang out with Cash, Darnell. And like that, like I wanted so badly to be in his friend group and to be his friend, but for all the wrong reasons. And like, I don't know, like Connor told me, like, you know, and it's a good reason. I for some reason, all I wanted to do was be friends with him. And Connor was such good friends with him. Like, he lived at his house and was such good friends with him. For some reason, every time I got so close to being good friends with him, didn't work out. And but this weekend I realized it was a good thing that I wasn't in their circle, because those guys, I mean, I hung out with them a decent bit, like at bonfires, or I went on a street ride once with them and stuff, but it's a good thing I stayed. I somehow couldn't become friends with them, because like they were freaking railing coke and stuff like on the weekends, and like having girls over all the time, and just, I don't know, just, you know, like getting drunk all the time, and like, I don't know, just partying, you know, starting fights all the time, shooting guns at each other, I guess. But yeah, I wanted so desperately to be friends with them, but I didn't get to, and that's okay. But yeah, like a lot of lonely nights, you know, by myself on the weekends for sure, and during the daytime, you know. Connor was like the only friend I really had, you know. We used to hang out all the time, bro, and it was a lot of fun. He was actually the only like real friend I had, I would say. Connor Barlow was another one of them, but like we weren't very close. Me and Connor, yeah, dude, like we would spend all the time together, like weekend after weekend, staying up all night at bonfires, and then coming back into town together, or just hitting up Denny's and stuff like that, you know. Going up to Bryan Head all the time, talking about snowboarding, dirt bikes, cars. Yeah. Yeah, I want to burn my memories to the ground, but I can't, you know. I have to stare them in the face. Like it's like the Game of Thrones quote, right? Like, kill the boy, Jon Snow, and let the man live. That's true. I need to do that. I need to kill the boy inside me, so that the man I need to be can live. But at the same time, that quote also isn't fully true at the same time, because I can't kill the boy in me. I still am that boy. And instead of trying to kill him as I always have, maybe what I really need to do, which I've talked to my mom about, is like, I need to talk to that boy. I need to talk to that kid in high school. I need to talk to that kid right before he left on his mission. I need to talk to that kid in middle school that I've hated for so long. I need to have a conversation with him and say, hey, Dax, you know, it's okay, bro. You know, you were going through it, dude. You were trying your freaking best, bro. Like freshman year at Liberty, when you were doing marching band and stuff, and just trying to like figure yourself out. You were trying to figure yourself out, bro. You were a kid. Same thing with when you moved to Silverado and you just ran around trying to do dumb stuff with Justin Smith, you know, like that was one of my other best friends. I hung out with Justin Smith all the time, but yeah, you'd like steal in Walmart all the time for fun. And then you like just did a bunch of dumb stuff. Like just tried to make out with girls all the time, and you did successfully make out with a lot of girls. But like, it was literally just lust, no love involved, and that made you more lonely too, because you didn't have anybody to hang out with. Everybody else had girlfriends, and you weren't very attractive. But yeah, and then you like did a lot of things, and it's okay. I need to tell you it's okay, Dax, you know. It's all good, man. Even though it's hard to do, I need to like look at that kid I was and say, hey man, he wasn't a terrible kid. He wasn't a piece of shit. He wasn't a loser or the kid I think he is or thought he was. he was a good person that actually helped people and tried his best, you know. And he was struggling to do his best, but he tried. And like, he tried to be funny, and he tried to make friends and make people laugh and stuff. And that trying to make people laugh went really wrong in high school in a lot of ways. Everyone thought I was racist at Silverado because I joked around with Austin Moeller. I joked around with Austin Moeller and told him, hey bro, haha, yeah dude, that was me. I spray painted nigger on Silverado's track. And then Austin told his cousin Kaylee Barlow and all of the student council kids, hey guys, Dak spray painted the N-word on the track, bro. Then everybody blew it up and told everyone, told the cops, told everyone. I had to get polygraphed. My dad made me. And then my dad looked through my phone and found out I was stealing from Walmart and stuff, like, and it was a mess. And that's okay. I don't know why I'm yapping anymore, but 11 minutes is too long. But I'm driving by, man. I'm no longer stopping and reminiscing because, yeah, I'm addicted to catharsis and I need to be allergic to nostalgia, you know? Can't do it, you know? I can't keep coming back here. I got to spend time away from here because it's not about what happened here. This was a part of my journey. I need to move on from it and keep going because my journey ain't over, right? It's just getting started, you know? And I want to really enjoy being 23 as much as I can be because it's crazy. I love being 23 so much more than 22 and 21 and 20 and 19 and 18. These past 5 years have sucked so much, bro. They have been hell. And now at 23, I'm actually starting to enjoy being young a little bit, even though it's impossibly hard for me to because of the immense amount of pressure I put on myself. I put so much pressure on myself, I can't even actually enjoy any of my time. Even the time that I'm doing nothing, I am miserable because of how discontented I am with myself and my situation. That's how it's been. And so, I'm done yapping, but so thanks for letting me talk to you, Dax. I'm really looking forward to the future, you know, whatever it holds. And I'm really looking to work on craftsmanship, right? Because there's a quote, inspiration without craftsmanship is but a mere reed shaken in the wind. That's what I am right now. I've had all the inspiration in the world, like all of it, but I just don't have that craftsmanship. I'm a 23-year-old man-child. I'm a child, 23-year-old child. And that's okay. It's better than a 30-year-old child or a 40-year-old child, but it's like, okay, got to go to work. I got to learn how to be a functioning member of society, or I'll just be like Aunt Rajan, freaking methed out, bro, with no teeth, playa. But yeah, so I'm going to work on craftsmanship, you know. I want to start working right now on the things nobody sees. Because in the past in St. George, everybody saw everything that I had. Like, if somebody had a conversation with me up in St. George, somebody that knew me, that conversation was everything. All I had. Outside of that conversation I was having with them, there was nothing going on in my life. I had nothing. I had nothing going on. And that's the problem. And I put on a face as if everything was good because I enjoyed hanging out with people. That was all I had. Even though I was alone, no plan with my life, and I hated my life. So I'm trying to reverse that. Where it's like, these people, the people I talk to that know me, they're getting, right, the refined, the version, like there's a whole lot more to me. Like there's more roots deep down that are grown out and flourished and big than there are branches on my tree, right? The allegory of the olive tree, right? Jacob, blah, 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 Jacob 5. But that's what I'm saying, right? Because I have so much to me that nobody sees. And I need to stop trying to get people to see it and just say, all right, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to do my thing regardless. And just be okay with people not knowing who I am and letting them be wrong about me. And just saying, hey, I'm going to do me. People can do them. The world can be how it is. I'm going to live my life. because that's how Connor lives his life, you know. Connor Martin, like, being around him elevates me that much more because that's how he lives his life. He lives an incredibly good life because he does not get caught up on the bad, and he's just like, it's not that deep to him. Even though his life has been fucked, especially because the Marines, his life has been messed up, dude. He's been through a lot of the same shit I've been through. Like some messed up stuff because of his deployments and other things like that. Like, we're in the same wheelhouse, him and I, of like losing a sense of sanity and self and shit like that, and having to come back from that. Never easy. And so, yeah, I'm gonna keep in touch with him because, like, he's my lifeline right now, you know? And I really just want to be able to do that. To be so comfortable with who I am, and that other people can feel comfortable being whoever they are, because that's him. I can feel like I can be whoever I want when I'm around him, because he doesn't give a damn. He's just doing his thing. And he's like, yeah, dude, do whatever you want. Doesn't care. So that's me. Sorry for yapping. Peace out, Dax. I'm yapping, bro. I'm yapping in the car, mother freaking dude. I got called Prison Mike by my Aunt Jen today, and I'm sad about that. Not sad. It's a funny joke, but like, damn, okay. Did not have to say that, playa. I'm Prison Mike, yo. I'm Prison Mike, yo. I'm Prison Mike, yo. The Dementors were everywhere, playa. In prison, you don't get to eat no food. Anyways, this is Dax signing off. Bada bing, bada boom.